Hi friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Bridget and I make home and DIY videos every week here on YouTube. I love sharing tips, hacks, and tutorials that help you create spaces you love on a budget. So if that's your thing, I'd love to have you tag along by hitting the subscribe button down below and ringing the bell so you never miss a video. Let's get started. Today's video will be a little different from my most recent ones. Instead of focusing on making several DIYs, I'll be giving you some of my favorite styling tips as I walk you through my process of decorating a mantle for the holidays. Not everyone likes to change up their decor with the seasons, and that's absolutely fine. The tips I'll share with you today can be used to style various areas of your home, whether for a specific season or for good. So there's a little something for everyone. Let's jump in. So here is a little before shot of what my mantle currently looks like. This is obviously not a traditional mantle because I don't have a fireplace below it, but I did build this a little while back before I started my channel, and I have been loving it so far. You'll see we've got a few of my past DIY projects on here. These little tea light jars as well as this frame, these are on my channel. I can link those videos below. But again, this is a really cute setup, but it's not really holiday themed, and I know that it is still technically before Thanksgiving, but I am just ready for the holidays, so I'm gonna switch it up. The first step when styling something like a mantle or a bookshelf is to remove everything from it, even if you think you might end up putting some of it back. Then give it a good dusting and wipe it down so you're starting with a completely clean slate. Clear command hooks are the perfect way to hold up your garland without damaging the surface underneath. These specific ones are designed to hold cords, which means they're a bit more secure than the regular hook-shaped ones. Since I'll be assembling my garland directly on the mantle, I added 7 hooks, but you may not need as many depending on your garland. After searching around a bit at a few stores, I realized that faux garland is ridiculously expensive, going for about $50+ for anything that looked remotely full. So I decided I would improvise a bit, and I found a large bundle of red, green, and gold dried eucalyptus for just $15 at Hobby Lobby. So I'm making my own garland by tucking each piece into the command hooks and slowly building it up. An added bonus, the eucalyptus smells absolutely incredible. To ensure the garland stayed secure, I tied the bunches of eucalyptus together in several areas using fishing line. This is invisible to the eye, but really helped everything stay put. I trimmed off the tails of the fishing line and then added a few sprigs of gold and white faux berry branches to add a bit more dimension and interest to the garland. I used a wire cutter to trim off any excess sprig wire that was visible. Now for the real styling. I always recommend starting off with larger items first, particularly if they're flat, such as artwork. This adds height as well as acting as a backdrop for other items. Next, you can begin placing your more sculptural pieces, such as this bottle brush tree and these pillar candles. You'll notice that I swap things around quite a bit as I go. This process involves a lot of trial and error, seeing what things look good layered together. Here are a few tips I suggest. First, aim for balance, not perfect symmetry in your styling. You can see that the framed piece on the right is roughly the same height as the black placemat on the left, and they both have a circular element that loosely ties them together. Next, pay attention to the height of items, making sure to stagger it a bit. For example, I used different heights for my 2 candle holders to give some variety. I personally love to incorporate worn, used books into my styling with the spine facing away from me so the title doesn't distract and the pages are showing. Books can be used horizontally as a pedestal for smaller items or vertically to draw the eye upwards. Try to stick to mostly neutral colors with a few others thrown in. You'll notice that I'm primarily using white, black or dark brown, gold, green, and a little red. This helps the end result look cohesive and allows your eye to take it all in together. Try to limit the word art to 1, maybe 2 items. This allows your eyes to focus on all the beautiful details instead of jumping from phrase to phrase trying to read everything. It's also a good idea to try avoiding placing items of similar colors one in front of the other. This makes it hard to differentiate between them and the dimension is lost. And finally, you've likely heard this before, but group items together in odd numbers whenever possible, layering them to create depth instead of lining everything up evenly spaced. The goal is to create a cohesive look while still giving your eyes several smaller scenes to take in. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you liked this different style of video, let me know in the comments below. I always appreciate your feedback. As always, I hope you feel inspired to create a home that reflects you and your own personal style. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a like and hit the subscribe button. See you next time!